uh, I get or am put in front of a lot of challenges
Mm.
throughout life, and so just acknowledge it in life. I noticed it in you putting it sort of centrally in the hierarchy. So I'm just curious about the relationship between kings and challenges.
Cool. So I'm gonna have to think about this one a little bit because obviously, when we look at some of the Eastern philosophy and a lot of different philosophers, they'll mention that, and Friedrich Nietzsche says this too, as well as Eastern philosophies. They say that life is suffering, and our role as humans is to find meaning in the suffering, meaning that our goals would be, with our goals, our challenges, like the best challenges that we have, the ones that we enjoy, are the ones that we choose to get to do. And the ones that we don't get to choose to do
Yeah.
are the ones that we're not going to enjoy as much.
Uh-huh.
And the way we've been talking about circle moment of law of attraction is if you're not picking and choosing as many challenges as you can for you,
Mm.
and you're not having a healthy relationship with risk, danger, trying to overcome, the universe or life's just going to throw you challenges, especially if you're in a state of whatever it is, or for a lot of people, in terms of if their skills don't match their challenges and they've got big responsibility, they've got a real big skill set, and they really want to get to somewhere. Like, for example, they see themselves in 5 years at some position. They're like, cool, I want to be doing something globally or something like that, or nationally or something really awesome. But there's no way of getting there. But then they emotionally connect to that and they really see themselves in that position. Then challenges sort of will come up, which is going to force them to grow so that they're going to be strong and resilient enough in order to get there. So it's
Mm.
sort of like changing your perception of it. So the goal for us in becoming good leaders and kings is, one, being able to choose as many challenges as possible. Because if we don't, we're going to challenges will find us.
Amazing.
However, in the meantime, if we do have a lot of challenges that are coming up that aren't serving us now, that we're not choosing, it's understanding that they're giving you the skill set, they're giving you the patience, they're giving you, like, it's whatever it is testing you so that you can grow and have friction um, to get to somewhere else. Because sometimes people get to that stage where it's like, where's the challenges? A lot of people that I work with who are just like, I'm sort of bored. And then next minute, like, for example, when I work with that 21-year-old who was making millions of dollars at a very young age, he started working on health. He started working on stress. He started working on relationships, and he was making all of this progress, and everything was perfect for a while, for like a month period. And then he got absolutely slammed on social media and like the news, because people put up all of these videos of him being a fake and all this stupid stuff and trying to call him out for all these different things. And it was very mean and very nasty. And it was like, why did that happen? When he was focusing on himself. But he's in a very strong leadership position in a young age. And that stress at that time really got to him. But if he was the best version of himself, or progressing correctly, he needs to learn all of those skills and understand how to deal with those things, get the right connections, get the right networks. Because if he's progressing in the areas that he wants to in terms of fame and money and all the rest of it, he's going to have to deal with that on a regular basis and understand all the skills and techniques in order to get there. So he didn't choose that challenge, but that challenge come to him because he needed to actually upgrade himself. So I know I've recircled a few times. Just to rule quite simply, we want to choose as many challenges as possible. And the ones that do come, we want to understand how we can use those as a skill set and integrate those so that we can move forward. Because if something's happened to you for what it is, if it happens again, you know exactly what to do to figure it out way more quickly. Or what's going to prevent you from going into the future is you're like, oh, there's a potential risk right there that has happened before, and I can see the warning signs, and I'm not going there.
Yeah.
So does that make sense? Does that answer your question? Is that
So
good?
powerful, bro. Super powerful.